Hey, welcome to the Amitrace podcast. I'm Tom White, and I am joined by video production education royalty, a legend. I've been doing a podcast for 5 years. I had to drive to Tampa, set up a table, buy a booth, just to get this guy to come and do it. Chris Buechner, thank you for joining me, buddy.
Absolutely. This is a really great opportunity. Thank you.
I am super stoked. Chris and I have been friends for a while, and you're getting engineered. There we go. Chris and I have been friends for a while. Chris, tell me a little bit about your program. I know your program, but tell our viewers about your program.
Sure. We're in Georgia doing AV tech, and it's we run more of a film side broadcast or film program rather than broadcast. We kind of dip our toes into broadcast. So, but we have a weekly show. We have a twice a semester news magazine. We do lots of sports, not streaming, but hype video type stuff, and we support our school with all kinds of AV content.
Awesome. And you've been at it for a while, and STN has been a part of your program. Talk about the impact of STN on your program.
We've been going to STN since 2017, and from that point I realized how much of a driving feature it was for students, also what it would supply me for lessons based on the contest schedule. So that was a no-brainer. And then once you start getting into the community side, there's so much support around, and then the convention is just the cherry on top.
So did your kids compete yesterday, or are y'all competing today and tomorrow?
All 3 days.
All 3 days.
Yeah.
What did they do yesterday?
Crazy Eights doc and short film.
Did you work with your groups?
This year, I was more of a sort of like executive producer, just making sure things were moving properly. I did act in the film. I was businessman in the hotel room, and I like to just make sure things are moving along and being a bit of a mediator sometimes. So.
Awesome. Yeah, working with the kids under that timetable, I'm sure they need a little more than adult supervision,
Yes.
more correction. So you talk about being an actor. I was talking with Dave Davis earlier, and we were talking about Camp T&I. Mm-hmm. And for those that don't know, Camp T&I is a professional development event in Georgia. And one of the features is teachers go out and produce things. And just last week, I was looking for, and you're laughing because you know what it is. I was looking for one of your short films that you produced there. When it comes to working with the kids and doing those things and getting those hands-on things, getting to act with them, and talk about how that builds that bond.
To me, that's the best part of the job. Rolling up your sleeves and being in there with them, and because then it's more equal, and they feel like you're not looking at them and supervising, but more just doing it all together, and the creativity just begins to just sparkle everywhere. And that's the best part.
Awesome. Well, promote your program. Tell us where people can see your footage and that kind of stuff.
Sure. We're on YouTube, Centennial Nights Film. My kids are running all kinds of things on Instagram right now, at Centen Film, CSPN something. I can't remember that one, but they're killing it there. Check us out.
Awesome. And I have to admit that I am glad you didn't take my advice on one thing. I remember when you first started teaching, some administrative things were in the way, and I basically said, listen, just tell them you'll walk away. And I'm glad you didn't. So I appreciate you taking the time and sitting with us today. And thank you to TriCaster Mini S for their support of our live stream here at the STN conference in Tampa. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.